Hey there, Chargers fans. Ready for some explosive news that could shake up the entire season? Today, SoFi Stadium is buzzing with a rumor that's got every fan on edge. We're talking about a potential move that could completely transform our defense, maybe even push us one step closer to that long-awaited Super Bowl. But wait, before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to tap the bell icon so you never miss breaking Chargers news. All right, let's get into it. Now picture this. A powerhouse defender charging off the edge, making quarterbacks panic every time they drop back. Rumor has it that Trey Hendrickson, the sack machine who racked up 17.5 sacks last season, might be on the move. He's locked in a contract standoff with the Bengals, and if things don't smooth out, he's ready to sit out the 2025 season. That's where our Chargers come in. According to reports, we could be frontrunners to grab this game-changing pass rusher. With Khalil Mack anchoring our defense and Tuli Tuipulotu showing serious promise, Hendrickson could be the missing piece to build one of the league's scariest defensive lines. Just imagine that trio taking down the AFC's top quarterbacks. But there's a catch. Bringing Hendrickson to LA might cost us a first-round draft pick, and he's also looking for a major payday. Way more than the $15.8 million he's set to make in 2025. At 30 years old, is he worth it? Fans are divided. Some are shouting, he's the key to a championship. Others are worried about giving up too much. So, what do you think? Is Trey Hendrickson the answer? Or is the price just too high? While some fans are nervous about giving up a first-round pick for a veteran, others see Trey Hendrickson as the spark our defense desperately needs. It's a bold move, no doubt, a high-risk, high-reward kind of play. And with the way our defense is shaping up behind Khalil Mack and Tuipulotu, Hendrickson might just be the final piece in a puzzle that's almost complete. But that's not the only headline making noise at SoFi. Just when we were locking in on strengthening the D-line, another major twist hit. This time in the secondary. Yes, that weak spot everyone keeps pointing out might finally get the help it needs. Word is that Xavien Howard, the former Dolphins Pro Bowler, is considering a return to the NFL. And guess what? The Chargers are in the conversation. Howard took the 2024 season off for personal reasons, but now he's back, looking for a fresh start. He's talked to a couple of teams, but nothing's official. And that leaves an opening the Chargers could pounce on. This guy isn't just another name. He's a game wrecker. Drafted in 2016, he's built a reputation as a corner who thrives on making interceptions. The kind of player who frustrates elite QBs and lights up highlight reels. Our current cornerback crew? Dante Jackson and Benjamin St-Juste have shown flashes, but they've had trouble keeping up with the likes of Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson. And while rookie Cam Hart has promise, he's not quite ready to take on WR1 duties week after week. That's where Howard fits in. Veteran experience, ball-hawking instincts, leadership that could instantly elevate the secondary. Still, there's a question hanging in the air. Can he still play at that elite level after a year off? For the Chargers, it could be a smart, low-risk move. We've got cap space, we've got need, and we've got the chance to turn our biggest weakness into a strength. Look, the Chargers don't need Xavien Howard to be a superstar, just someone reliable while Cam Hart gets his footing. But the big question is, after a year away from the game, does Howard still have it? Jim Harbaugh knows one thing for sure. If we want to go toe-to-toe with the AFC's heavy hitters, our secondary can't be average. It needs to be tough. Howard could be the key to turning that weakness into one of our biggest strengths. But while that possibility hangs in the air, another twist has fans talking, and it involves a familiar face. Asante Samuel Jr., once one of our most promising young corners, is still floating in free agency, and the silence around his name is almost eerie. After a brutal 2004 filled with injuries, shoulder stingers and neck surgery in April, Samuel was sidelined, never returning after the bye week. Now he's rehabbing, with a medical check-in scheduled for July. Teams like the Dolphins and Saints are reportedly watching closely. Why should this matter to Chargers fans? Because we let a talented corner slip through our fingers. And now there's nothing to show for it. Since he wasn't re-signed before the draft, there's no compensatory pick coming our way. For a team needing depth in the backfield, that hurts. Some fans believe Samuel's done. Too many injuries, too many question marks. Others still see the potential that once had him pegged as our future CB1. Either way, losing him without a backup plan highlights something important. Harbaugh has to get aggressive in the market. The AFC isn't going to wait for us to rebuild piece by piece. And if Samuel ends up signing with a rival like Miami, that'll sting even more. It always stings to see a former Charger light it up on another team, especially when we're still filling the hole they left behind. The only upside? We've got the cap room to chase elite talent, but will Asante Samuel Jr. bounce back somewhere else or quietly fade out of the spotlight? That's the mystery. Meanwhile, while all eyes were on the Samuel situation, the Chargers made a quiet but brilliant move, one that could pay off big down the road. The spotlight turns to J.K. Dobbins, a running back with untapped potential, now placed under a rare UFA tender. That means if he signs elsewhere, say with the Commanders, who are showing serious interest, the Chargers could land a compensatory draft pick in 2026. If Dobbins leaves and plays well, we're not just talking about a late-round bonus. A strong season could upgrade that compensation to a third- or fourth-round pick. Not bad for a player we didn't even have to let go. Let's be real. When Dobbins is healthy, he's explosive. In 2024, he had 27 runs of 10-plus yards. Speed, vision, breakaway ability, he checks every box. But here's where the chess game gets tricky. If Dobbins re-signs for a small raise, we lose the comp pick. If Mike Williams or Tyler Conklin hit their incentives, that could cancel out the draft value too. It's a delicate balance, but a smart play either way. Keep Dobbins? We get a cheap, powerful back. Let him walk? We gain draft capital. And the idea of Dobbins battling it out in Washington alongside Austin Eckler, another ex-Charger, that's drama in the making. So here's where we stand, Chargers fans. Hendrickson could bring the heat to our defense if we're willing to pay the price. Howard might finally lock down our secondary. Samuel's exit reminds us that every decision counts. And the Dobbins tender, that's a quiet stroke of genius with long-term payoff. Big moves, big questions, and maybe a big draft class waiting on the other side.